the name and people say, why Buxcoin? Why not any other thing? I think that was one of the most, that has given us a nightmare, to be honest, to find the name, but we were trying to find the name around, something which is related to the money. So in dollars we say bucks. So we have come with an idea of bucks, and that's how it works.
Yes.
But the logic that I have put in place was that I will make my coin as a payment gateway for the foreign exchange market, right? And that is one of the reasons that I feel, because personally I have run that business for so many years, I have seen that the FX industry right now is not regulated in many parts of the world. You will be surprised to know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are regulated in many parts of the world. FX still hasn't got the legal status in many parts of the world, right? Even though the biggest traders are Chinese traders. The biggest, big time volume comes from China. Even they know that in China FX is banned. Then comes India. Again, India is banned. Then comes Pakistan. Again, it is banned. Then comes Bangladesh. It is banned. Sri Lanka. It is banned. All these Southeast Asian countries triggers the most of the volume in FX. Right? No matter what boundaries they have, they still send the money because they are so much addictive to the foreign exchange trading. I will explain you how that works. It's a beautiful market. I will rather say, as my personal suggestion, I will say that cryptocurrency is nowhere to FX.
Nowhere to?
Close to FX. FX is FX.
Oh, okay.
This is the place, this is the market where you can, if you learn the market very well, you will make money. You will make a shitload of money, to be honest. That's how the market is. Cryptocurrency is a mirror.
Mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror for FX. So they go side by side actually. So they complement each other. Right? That is the reason when I was drawing a concept, on a blank canvas, it was the first thing that came out of my mind was that foreign exchange, if majority of the volume is coming from the Southeast Asian countries, still these people are struggling to send the money from different places. If we introduce a payment gateway, cryptocurrency in between for these FX traders, then we can capture the market very well. Why? Because still 90% FX brokers are not accepting cryptocurrency as a payment gateway.
We are the first one.
We are the first. So that is the reason we thought if we introduce cryptocurrency as a payment gateway, let them come to our exchange, buy Buxcoin, go back to the FX platform, trade, right? And the logic that we have put in place that, for example, somebody comes and wants to trade in $1,000, right? In FX, majority of the people who doesn't know how to trade lose money. So my thinking was that how can I protect the interest of those people? Traders, good traders are good traders, they know how to make money. But a first time trader who doesn't know how to make money, how can I mitigate his risk? So then we developed this concept that if someone comes to trade in FX, he has to convert, for example, he's putting $1,000, he has to go and buy $1,000 worth of Buxcoin, right? So we will give him $1,000 to trade, and we will give him $1,000 worth of Buxcoin as well, right? So that means by the time he is trading, and in case he loses money, but the price of Buxcoin appreciated here, so he can cover his losses. This is one important thing. Second thing, every time a trader comes, right, he will buy, price will go up. While he will exit, he will sell, the price still will move up. It's all about managing the supply and demand of any cryptocurrency. Almost 2 years now, we are in the market. We have created our own niche market. I will say, in 2 years' time, I have seen none of the FX-based broker even have entered into that space.
Mm.
So when I launched the concept, we were the first who launched this concept of coin backed with FX.
Mm.
The reason I'm saying is because look, I was running the FX business for so many years.
Mm.
As an exchange in London, I was not a broker or I was not a trader. I was an exchange myself. So as an exchange, people were trading with us,
Mm.
right? So we know all the inside out of the trading world.
Mm.
It is very important to understand that. If you don't have that knowledge, it's very easy for anyone to come up with a concept. And I can bet there are many companies, all the hanky-panky companies all over the world, they are also coming into the same concept of FX and introducing cryptocurrency. But the question comes in that how will you manage both together?
Mm.
Because there's a lot of hedging involved, there's a lot of risk involved, everything.
Very
Unless until
volatile.
you know how the engine works, you can't just make a body of a car and you say I will drive it unless until you know how the engine works. But that is, so I believe that I still say, if a lot of people come to me and they say, your concept has been copied, I still say, look, there's always a replica in the market. But the thing is that whether they will be able to do what we are doing, I don't think so they will do it. Why? Because London is the only place in the world where you get to be associated with the biggest financial institution. You get best of the best prices to trade on FX. You get best of the best leverage to trade on FX. Right? Best of the best technology that people won't find it anywhere. So, so I think on that side, 2 years we have spent. I have really spent a lot of time putting the concept together. Trying to give it a very professional look to the whole firm. And I was never competing ourselves with the bottom line, to be honest. I've never done that. Another challenge, and I think that is a much bigger challenge for us, because I am not from the MLM industry, to be honest. I'm not from the affiliate. All my entire career is in the regular. I've never done that. That's the challenge I took when my partner came to me and they said to me that, look, I have a huge network of people. You have the concept in place. We can merge together and we can do it. The challenge was that the affiliate network are the people who doesn't look left and right. Like a horse, there's a flap, Sorry to say, but that's how they work in that. And the reason, it's not their fault as well. The reason, majority of the agents, not the brokers, they make money, but they never educate their client. It's very important to educate your client. When you first sit, if I'm sitting in front of Peter, I'm trying to explain what Buxcoin is. If I know the product inside out, I will convince him anyhow, because when he look at the whole infrastructure, he will say, yes, compared to other coins, you have ticked all the boxes. And your concept is strong, right? And then I leave it to you to decide you want to invest or not. But majority of the people around the world doesn't explain the concept, and that's the reason it falls back. And why it falls back? I will give you an example. That for example, what we are witnessing right now, right? And I will be very open with that, right? I don't like hiding stuff, because it's very important for all of you to understand that when we come in the business, these are the issues that we have to actually, tell the client in the beginning. Cryptocurrency market or cryptocurrency exchanges, all the exchanges, there are 200 exchanges in the market. Those exchanges are designed in a way that exchanges are just a marketplace. It's like Amazon. It's like eBay, right? Seller will come, set up an account, sell his product, somebody will come and buy it. Same goes with cryptocurrency exchange. Cryptocurrency exchange means we are just creating a marketplace where buyer and seller come, mutually agree within the price, and then sell it. Right? It doesn't mean that you are selling and company will buy it. If company has to buy, then why company is in the business? Because it's a peer-to-peer exchange. That's what we need to understand, the concept. Right? Now, majority of the people who has worked in the cryptocurrency market, unfortunately, they have worked with those companies who was never given the concept. They only sold the concept, but they have never given the deliverables. So you have never seen a blockchain, you have never seen the exchange, you have never seen the wallets, So of course, when you get to see everything like that, you get confused what to do. So managing affiliates, because for example today we have 100,000 clients. Touch wood, people have a good faith on us. We are growing every single day. And the important thing that we look from the company perspective is that how can we manage the demand and supply of Buxcoin? Because for example, today all of you sitting here got the coin, and you went on the exchange, you start selling it. Everybody is selling it. There's no buyer. What will happen?
No.
Coin will start crashing. Right? And majority of the crypto coin that comes in the market, any coins, I don't want to repeat it again, but when you list the coin in an outer exchange, for example, if my Buxcoin, there was no exchange, for example, if there was no MLM, if there was no affiliate marketing, then it's pretty much straightforward. You list the coin, like what ICOs are doing nowadays. I don't know whether you know what ICOs. It's a crowdfunding, right? They sell the concept, they sell the token, raise the money, and list the coin on any of the exchanges, and then they are out. Right? And then it's a buyer and seller who decide what to do. If everybody has got a coin, everybody is looking to sell. So market is one side, that means it's bought to crash. That's the reason ICOs are failing in the market. So we also came up with a concept that if we are taking that challenge of putting affiliate on board, it's very, very important to manage the demand and supply of Buxcoin. If we don't manage it properly, I'm 100% sure we will be one of those victims where we will crash in the market and we are out of the market. So for us, it was a very hard decision to take, but we decided to come up with our own exchange, and then later on we scrapped the idea and we rather developed the global exchange. So I decided, along with my partners, why should we make specific exchange for Buxcoin, rather we make a global exchange and list our coin on that exchange, and in the interim manage the demand and supply.
It's not a family.
So then we started building exchange, and you will surprise, I built 3 exchange. 2 exchange, I've already scrapped it because I was thinking that I was not up to the expectation of the market. Right? Because whatever we were building, we wanted to make sure that we are not competing with bottom 10. I'm competing myself with Binance. I'm competing myself with Coinbase, with Kraken, with Polynex. These are the exchange I look at. Hit BTC. And what they have, what we don't have. Out of my research and development on the exchanges, I can clearly say that, coming from the FX background, people who are running the exchanges, they don't have the experience. Majority of the people have they created a web-based platform, very generic. If you look at all the exchanges right now, they all are on the same pattern. Right? But then Binance came into the space, 5 years, 6 years ago, and they created a market space for people to come and buy and sell. Today, Binance earns around 2 to 3 billion a month. You'll be surprised to know the numbers. That much volume they are getting. Then they were only in the exchange business from crypto to crypto. So till date today, on Binance, you can only exchange one crypto to another crypto. Then Coinbase, which is a US-based exchange, came up with an idea that people who have got Bitcoin or any other coin wanted to cash out in fiat. How will they do it? So they created another exchange. Another exchange came in the market by the name of Coinbase, which was the first exchange which was started giving crypto to fiat. So that means people who are holding Bitcoin, they don't want to go and sell it to a private party, rather they want to go and sell it to the exchange because they can get a better price there. There's a lot of buyers and sellers. So they came to the Coinbase and started selling the Bitcoins. And they started giving the cash out. Right. So when we talk about crypto to fiat exchanges, there are only 3 exchanges in the market. We are 4th. So what I'm trying to explain is, we are building concept after concept. We are putting all the blocks together so that tomorrow we will have a bigger infrastructure and we will have a full ecosystem where a client walks in to Buxcoin and say, I want to be a part of it. What should I do? You invest in a coin. You keep your coin in a wallet. You have web wallet, you have mobile wallet, you have QT wallet, you have everything. Right? Then we have a blockchain where you can see the transaction. Then at the end you want to sell it, you can go to the exchange and you can sell it. And then alongside we have an e-commerce utility where you can use our coin to go and buy stuff from my e-commerce side. And then I'm also bringing other product that I will show you today, some gaming product where people will come and do a gaming by using Buxcoin. So slowly and slowly we are now creating utilities. Utilities means wherever we can help Buxcoin to be utilized, right? For example, FX, as I said, majority of the people will go and buy coin, come in the FX. That means we are creating volume, generating volume after volume. Same goes with the gaming sector. Same goes with the e-commerce sector. If on our e-commerce platform, suppose we are accepting 50% cash, 50% coin, then 100,000 people that we have and they're holding Buxcoin, they will eventually go to our e-commerce site and say, you know what, at least 50% I am paying Buxcoin. Let's buy this product. So the circulation will start. We have to just move the cycle. Once the cycle starts, it will move automatically. And we are creating those avenues for that cycle to run. So the website you can see is pretty much, we have just created new website. We wanted to give a more professional